Go ahead, boo.
Even with you talking to Barb, right? And somebody telling you, you still came and asked the source, right?
Right.
That doesn't mean Barb lied to you, right?
No, because
Doesn't
that's
mean
how
you don't
she
trust.
perceived it.
Doesn't mean you
That's
don't
how she
trust what
perceived
Barb
it.
says, right?
Say that again.
That doesn't mean you don't trust what Barb says, right?
No, not at all. No.
But you came to verify for what reason?
Just so I can clear up the misunderstanding if it was said.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So what you just did right now, what's wrong with me saying that's the same thing I said yesterday? What you're doing right now, that's exactly what I said yesterday.
I don't see nothing wrong with it, but when you have a lot of middle people in the middle telling you what is said, it's about like playing the game of telephone, right? By the time it gets to the right person, it's a whole totally different message than what was said.
My point exactly. Which is why I kept saying verify it for yourself.
So, but as far as like I'm talking about, as far as like the comment that was stated or whatever, I was like, okay, well, no, that's not true. But let me go to the source and ask. Let me see before I just start talking because, like I said, I done learned a lot being on the messy side of TikTok. But I just wanted to come and clarify that or whatever. But I remember the night that Proxy is referring to. Yes, that statement was said. But I didn't feel like T-Town was being shady towards me. I didn't.
Yeah, so when everything just happened, that was basically I said that same message on the panel today. It's basically the way that somebody else perceives it to their ears. It may not sound the same as to the person's ears that it's allegedly about. So it's best for you to hear it yourself because perception is a motherfucker. What I deem as disrespect may not be something that you deem as disrespect. And even the way that it's spit back out, it depends on how that person received it in their ears. So now it's being said I tried to come between that. I said that Barb tried to come between you and T's relationship when that was never stated at all. But to somebody else, that may be what it sounded like, but that's not what was said.
Right. So that's why I said, let me not repeat the statement again. Let me just ask you what you said. So that way I can go off of that. But I just wanted to come by, ask those questions, and just clear it up to let it be known, like, nah, Barb ain't
Hold on 1 second, Peach.
Go ahead.
Y'all dropped her. The incident actually happened, right? You know exactly what she talking about, right? The live she talking about. Peach.
Which live?
The live that Proxy is referring to, correct?
Yeah, I remember that live. I forgot.
Okay, she don't need to have a clip.
Yeah.
Because we all were there and we all know it happened. The only way she needs to pull up a fucking clip is if somebody said it didn't happen. We all remember it happening. That's the clip she was referring to. It actually did happen. What Proxy is saying is there was two different perceptions of it. Like, you a fucking blogger, so you know that there's a clip. She just said that it happened. I just said that it happened. I remember that live. That was Mr. Incredible live. So the incident happened. It's just whoever perception.
And then
perception.
But even with that being said, that's another thing. Motherfuckers don't know how to have active listening skills. What I said was, I been said that Barb is committed to beef. She always thinks that somebody is coming after her and the people around her. And I said that on the video back then when I posted it is what I said. And if it's any question about why I'm saying it now and I didn't say it back then, I have the video to back up that I did say it back then is what I said. I wasn't talking back then, but it's a clip of the video and it has everything on it that I felt. I've been saying this. This is nothing new. I'm going to speak my opinion. I don't give a fuck who don't like it. I've been like this.
But you know what, though, Proxy? You wasn't the only one that had that type of opinion in perception in regards to Barb. You get what I'm saying? Considering what you guys only seen on the front end, a lot of people would possibly think that about her, but that's not necessarily who she is, right? You would have to actually get to know her to know exactly what it is that she stands for. Sometimes she get it right, sometimes she get it wrong, but she's never above coming back and apologizing that she got it wrong. But that's just the way that I see her. But
what Proxy is saying, Peaches, is she's not saying anything new today. She's saying I've always said this, so this not coming out of left field. This not coming out of just out of thin air. I've said this before and I'll say it again. That's what she's saying.
Bumped heads before in regards to her saying some certain things.
Right, so that's what she's saying. She's saying I've already said this.
Right.
What my sentiments are, I've said it before. So just in case somebody say, oh, where this coming from, Proxy? Proxy saying I've always said this. This ain't the first time. Just like me saying I've always held lives about awareness when protection when we bring men into the. So it's something that we've always said. So it doesn't matter with the who or the time frame. This is something that you've all because a lot of people on this app, they wait until they mad at you to say some shit. Just like today, a lot of motherfuckers waited until, oh, now you telling me how you really feel about me. What she said is, I've said this 10 toes down in the past, and I'll say it again today.
Yeah, and it was only brought up is because I was running down, like I said, with Duffy. I gave instances where Duffy did certain things, and this is why I feel the way I feel when it pertains to him. And then I came back on the same side, on the other side with Barb, and I said there have been multiple instances where she thought that it was something that it wasn't, and she was committed to making it a problem. So that is what I know. I'm a person who I track patterns. My brain just works like that. I'm going to store it. I'm going to file it. I'm going to remember it. If you make it a habit, then I'm going to charge that to your character because it's only so many times that it could be a mistake. Eventually, it just becomes who you are. So I'm the type of person that I'm going to track patterns. So what I said was that happens with Barb a lot where she thinks that it's something that it's not. So that's why I brought up that example, because I don't like to just speak out into the air about shit I don't know about. I like to quote specific things that have happened that I have proof of. And that's how I track, and that's how I keep myself responsible too. For when I don't just like to say stuff about people just for the fuck of it. So that's how that came up. It wasn't about her trying to come in between you and T relationship. At that time, I didn't even know of a relationship with
we didn't have one at the time.
Yeah,
so we did. We was in the process, of building one. But no. But that's all I wanted. But one thing I can say is that me and Proxy even done bumped heads before in regards to me getting something wrong, and she'll correct me in the comments and be like, "Nah, Peach, that's not how that went." You know what I'm saying? And then she'll come back and reference it or whatever. But at the end of the day, that's all I want. I want to come up here and hear from the horse's mouth on what was said, clear it up if it was said. But y'all ladies have a lovely day.
You too. I appreciate it.
I'll be out in the streets if y'all need me. Y'all have a good one. Bye.
You too. Bye.
Thank y'all.
What are we talking about? Corey, what is you talking about? Hey,
I just want to say,
hey, what's going on?
I'm glad that just happened because Peach walked right into my point of everything that I said yesterday. She walked right into it, and y'all didn't even see it. Y'all missed it. She walked right into my point. She trusts Barb. She trusts the people that told it to her. But she still came and verified exactly what it was before she did anything else. And that was my point. So for anybody that feel like, anything y'all got to say, what you think? She don't trust her friends? She don't trust what came out of somebody else's mouth? But she came over here and got clarity. So y'all don't even realize she just walked right into it. And I'm glad it happened before I got up off this live. Because that's all I was saying yesterday.
See, that's all you needed.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get in my Zen space before I go out in public. I gotta be like a woman.
I know, because I gotta go out in public. I need to. That's why I got ready.
What up, Proxy? How you feeling?
I'm classy right now. I was a little ratchet earlier.
Okay.
You know what? I'm gone because you sound like you about to start your shit.
No, I ain't starting shit. I'm just tired.
Okay.
That's it. That's all. Hey, Confident.
Hey, Daddy.
How you feeling?
Amazing.
That's good.
I ain't in this shit. I ain't got. I
No,
feel good. My
facts.
blood pressure low. I feel relaxed. I feel great.
No, that's a fact. That's a big fact.
All right, bye, y'all. I gotta go prepare my.
Bye, little lamb.
All right, be easy.
How you feeling, Daddy?
No, what you said, Confident? You said
said how
confident? You said 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 confident?
What the fuck?
That was so weird. I said, how are you?
Yeah, hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, you was fucking glitching. Are you AI?
Nah, you wildin'.
Hey, I done got into you. You been playing that game. See, that's what I be talking about.
Nah, I figured it was me, so I had to unplug it and plug back in. I don't know. Sometimes my mic does that. I don't know why. But nah, I'm good. All confident. We all good. That was my phone. Nah, yeah, that was me.
Too much.
I missed the 2 seconds that just happened, like before Shorty dropped. No, what happened?
Nothing.
Oh god. Yeah, I got a phone call, so I stopped listening for a second.
You talking about what we was talking about earlier? What Peach was just talking about?
Yeah, and then she had dropped. No, I mean that shit went left.
No, Peach didn't go left. It went left. You know me. You know you've been always knowing me, OC. If I see something, I say something, right? If I see something that a conversation needs to be had, I'm gonna have it, right?
Yeah.
So we had a live yesterday because there was an incident that happened between a creator and another creator where the male creator threatened the female creator. The female creator did not hear the threat. She was told by another creator that the person threatened her. The threat was that she was told was, I'm going to show you. Okay? I'm going to show you who I am. In that, she called her cousin on live and told her cousin that she was threatened by somebody on the internet. Talked to the person on live about the threat. Then, after they got off the phone, said, I just orchestrated an ass whooping for you. I personally think that that's dangerous.
That's crazy.
Go about it. And I held a live saying, and ladies, if we are in that situation where we feel like we threatened by somebody, first thing to do is verify the threat, because come to find out, the threat wasn't even what she was told. Like, I'm gonna get you. The threat was, you gonna die coming for me. If you come for me, you gonna die trying to come for me. If that's still a threat, that's still a threat for her, whatever. But the context of the threat, she didn't know. She didn't know exactly what the threat was, what the threat entailed. And my thing was, just like everybody saying to me, why did I cover it before I heard the threat? Why the fuck did she hear the threat? Why y'all telling me to verify the threat when the motherfucker that was supposed to got threat didn't have to verify the threat? Like, if I was supposed to verify the motherfucking threat, shouldn't she ever be the one to verify the threat if it was going to affect her in real life?
True, sir. Yeah.
So basically, I wasn't addressing the threat. What I'm addressing is we gonna have 50 million threats on this internet. Let's figure out what we do when we get threatened. How do we handle that shit? And what I said is, one thing I'm not finna do is call any man in my life on the motherfucking internet so they can hear the voice of that person, know the moves of that person, or be able to come after that person if anything was to go down. So I guess they have a problem with that and saying I'm invalidating her being threatened, and she can call whoever she want whenever they want, and I got a problem with her. I have an issue with her, and I'm like, how the fuck is me saying handle this shit off the internet, me having a problem with anybody?
Hey yo, people on this interweb gonna have a problem with everything, yo.
I know.
Real talk.
I know.
I learned that shit after this meet and greet. People gonna have issues with everything. You could try to do shit the right way, and people still gonna have an issue. So, at the end of the day, fuck it.
I already knew that people were gonna have a problem with it. It's just funny to me how people try to spin that shit, and then her own friend just walked into exactly what I was just saying.
No, that's a fact.
Exactly what I was just saying. Because she even said, she was like, I don't think $2 will lie to her. I didn't say $2 lied. Just verify it. I think she was carried. Even $2 didn't tell her what the threat was. Even the $2 had the threat wrong.
Welcome
He didn't say, I'm
back,
going to show
Proxy.
you. He said, I'm going to show y'all people who I am. That's what he said.
So I came back to be messier and played a clip
Crazy.
because I just found it. And
Okay.
this is how she is. This is how she's been. That's what I'm saying. So this is not a new thing. This is a pattern. It's a habit. So hold on.
Cap on this shit, bro. When you left, I called cap on this shit, bro. When you left, baby, that same energy was not that energy. I just gotta learn how to screen record.
No, because it was already being said in the chat anyways. Oh, she don't like her recaps.
But Tyme was on your panel during your recap of the Heartbreaker Black Chicago situation.
She had no problem with it. Oh, but you know, when your name get mentioned on on other people's pages, so we just want to call you over here so you can, you know what I'm saying, you know, tell your side of the story. He just telling his side of the story. Baby, I don't give a fuck about a recap about a nigga that I ain't thought about.
But
Obviously, y'all don't think about that nigga.
yeah,
Y'all don't
I
think about that
understand what
nigga.
you saying, but I don't like the fact that she brought you her to her panel and be like, "Hello, hey, you doing a great job. Y'all follow her, good job, do this," and then, bitch, you had this set up, cause
Telling a story that happened on Slimline because we were talking about women we dated. Somebody brought the story up, which I never heard the story. Today, my first day hearing the story. Somebody brought the story up, and Mr. Incredible was telling his side.
that's fine,
What's the
Peach.
purpose?
That is fine, but my thing is, you're being nice to these bitches not being nice to you. Why do you
But see, that's
continue
the
to be
thing, though, Barb.
nice?
I don't give a fuck about these bitches not being nice to me. Cause one thing about it, two things for sure. Whatever they try to throw at me, baby, guess what? I'm ducking and dodging all that shit, bitch. Period, point blank. I ain't got no problem with none of y'all hoes. Never will have a problem with any of y'all hoes because at the end of the day, it is what it is. But baby, one thing about it, two things for sure. Baby, just know I'm here for the long haul, baby. I'm here for the long haul. I walk in all my truths. I walk in all my truths.
It
That's
ain't
just
about no
story
being
to
true.
really
I know,
tell.
Peach. It's
What
about these
tell.
hoes trying to underhand you. That's what I'm saying. Like, these hoes ain't your friend. You are so nice to them. You are. And I know that being a bitch to them is not the way to go. But these hoes be calling, oh, she's so nice.
Nasty. They be fake, nice, nasty.
You turn around. You don't know how many knives you got in your back. That's why I be like, okay, bitch.
No, trust me, I do.
So, yeah, so this is just how Barb is. She's just, at first, she, you know, she wasn't in it herself. Peach was like, basically, they were sharing the show, but Peach was normally in like people who they would reach out to her or like go after her first. So Barb didn't have it happen to her, but she is just that type of person. That's just how she is. Even when you try to explain things through, even when I was in the comments saying like, no, that's not how that happened. That is not how that went. They still didn't give a fuck. She was still adamant about it being a problem because she's the type of bitch that want a problem. So those, like I say, those type of bitches, you got to either ignore them or you got to get them what the fuck they want and you got to match their energy. It's up to you, but she's not going to comprehend shit because she committed to misunderstanding. Her brain don't process information right. I'm going to go ahead and go before I start getting ignorant.
You already started.
Oh,
Continue.
bye.
It doesn't matter if it's old or not, Leola. They asked her to play it. But yes, it's old. We know it's old. It's when Mr. Incredible was in my life. That's why I hate when y'all be like, play the clip, and then you play the clip. Oh, this is old. What the fuck y'all want to hear the clip for then?
It ain't Leola's. You know, she's slow. She got a little turkey.
Don't call her, so don't do that.
I'm gonna say this, right? And I wish Proxy was here. In a life in certain areas, it's
Wait, let me ask you a
first.
question. Because, you know, Bum Bum with her slow ass, and yep, I said slow, went up in Barb Live yesterday talking about I brought up Miami. You see, did I do that?
No.
Who brought up Miami yesterday?
I think it was me.
You the one who referred to Miami.
Yeah, because I say that's how we move.
Thank
or whatever.
you.
So my thing about it, I don't think she processed information slow or anything like that. Is if I feel like you're a threat, I'm coming at you. I don't care what it is. It is what it is. Y'all gotta understand. Some people move the way on this app that they will move in the real world.
Okay, and it's dangerous.
And a lot of people don't realize that they will move.
Okay, so was Duffy moving on this app like he would move in the real world when he said
possibly so?
You gonna die for coming? If you come after me, you gonna die?
Yes, I feel he will stand on business, and so that's why I don't. When a person,
so you gonna call your homeboy on live and conspiracy, and so you gonna call your homeboy while you on live and be like, we finna go pull up on this nigga?
I ain't gonna say all that, but
that's my point.
I done told my little nephew, hey, I need X, Y, and Z, boy.
On the internet?
Yeah.
And you a goofy?
I ain't a goofy. It is what
anything
it is.
illegal.
They don't know what I meant it for.
Big
That's what
goofy.
They
I'm.
don't know
Okay.
what I meant it for, but
If you do
listen,
anything that they could put your nephew in jail, nigga, you a goofy.
they don't know who it is though.
You think? See, that's the
I
dumb
got
shit.
multiple. I
Big
got
That's
goofy.
dumb
multiple
shit.
nephews.
That's that dumb shit.
I got multiple
It
nephews.
don't matter. So if something go down, they can track your phone, the number, find out the number, hear the voice. Oh, that's him. Don't y'all watch First 48?
I don't call people like what it don't be how y'all think it be. I'm
That's
sorry.
my point.
Yeah, I don't move, but I still have my. I still cover my tracks in ways, T.
But what no tracks covered? The only
I
track that
cover
was
your
covered was
mama
the next
slow.
day when she said, I didn't call the real person. So what, he a decoy?
Your mama slow. You dyke looking bitch.
Goodbye. You can't do that over here. You know better. Don't get my fucking page.
Nah, that's a big goofy right there.
That's goofy. Like why the fuck? I told him that when he dropped his address on live. That's my point. I ain't saying nothing different than I usually would say. Corey was on here dropping his address on live. I said, you a dumbass nigga for that shit. You got kids. You got a whole bunch of people. Why the fuck would you drop your address?
I remember that.
You
You
remember
know what the
that? So I ain't
Italian,
saying
Yep.
shit different than I would have said any other time.
you know what the Italian mafias don't do? They don't use social media and they don't talk their business on cell phones or pay phones and all that stuff.
Right.
They always make you meet in person for a reason.
But
Not
yeah,
to say
no.
that they can't get caught because, you could always wire up, but that's why they don't get caught as
It's
often as
mostly,
us
I mean, it's
because,
mostly in the black community.
yeah,
Oh yeah, nah, bro.
because,
I do it
They got to
different.
tell they
people,
moves. They put
because
the shit in
people,
Mhm.
music and then wonder why they
mhm.
then they sitting in jail. You gotta watch these videos when they go to jail and they play back all the shit you done said, all the things you done did, all the shit in your music, and you see them same motherfuckers in there crying because they saying 120 years plus life, 35 years plus life. And now they looking dumb because you done told on yourself, stupid.
Goofy.
The whole thing about it is, the way I look at it, I can understand where y'all coming from, but it's a lot of people on here, and it's a lot of bluff calling because a lot of people say things, and when Duffy responds, if they come after me, but it's like Duffy throws shots in the beginning, like, oh, I'll do X, Y, and Z to you, but it be like he be internet gangster with it.
Me and Corey didn't fall out. What is y'all talking about? Y'all crazy.
It be internet gangster with it, and people gonna call you bluff, and some people from certain areas really gonna call you
But
bluff.
Corey, I don't care about
I
nobody
get that.
calling nobody bluff. I never said nothing was wrong with anybody calling anybody bluff. I'm not saying don't take it serious. I'm not saying don't stand on business. The only thing I'm saying is just don't do that shit on the internet.
I
What
get
beat
it.
are we missing?
I get it. I mean, it is. It's a big bad wolf situation. You think you the big bad wolf? I'm gonna get something that gonna wipe you out. It is
Okay, and
what
then
it is.
that's what get people in jail or
Yeah,
unalive.
I agree with that.
Like, and my thing is this: if like, don't tell nobody what you about to do. Do that shit, so a motherfucker don't see you coming.
I think people ain't get the concept of what you were saying yesterday.
They didn't want to
Um,
get the concept of what I was saying yesterday.
right, and y'all talking about messy chick